Libra, it's Rhea with your monthly forecast for February 2025. Keep on watching to find out what major changes will be occurring and how you'll be impacted.
Libra, let's get straight into it because your ruler, Venus, the planet of love and relationships, will be entering your opposite sign, Aries, on February the 4th. And this is very significant because as the weeks progress and we get into March, we're going to have a Venus in Aries retrograde. And a lot of you have already gone through some relationship stuff because the nodes have been in Libra and Aries. And there's some of you that will continue to develop further on those themes, as well as some of you will be experiencing new situations come up regarding love, relationships, creativity. Venus also rules over finances in terms of your attitude towards finances, spending habits, and also pleasure as well. So that is going to be really profound. It's a great thing to kind of like monitor how you're feeling during this time, or even like have a journal and see what's coming up for you. And are there any changes? Are things like escalating, or are there some hiccups, or how are you feeling? Venus is also the planet that rules over how you feel about yourself, like your self-worth, okay? How you feel about yourself. So monitor how you're feeling and what's going around you, because it could be like a sneak peek to what's to come in March. And with Venus in your opposite sign in Aries, relationships and love, it's more intense. Aries is a fire sign ruled by Mars, and it can be combative, it can be confrontational, it can be very direct as well. And that's something that as your opposite sign you may enjoy. Venus and Mars are opposite energies, but they go well, and they're the yin and the yang. So even though it's completely opposite to your love language and how you approach love and relationships, there's still like a certain level of excitement, and it's the type of energy that actually can seduce you. That may be the theme at the beginning, but as we get into March, things may change or take a turning point. So it's going to be a very profound energy, and we'll get more into that when we get to March. On the same day as Venus moving into Aries, we're going to have Jupiter that goes direct at 11 degrees of Gemini, and it's impacting your 9th house of travel, higher learning, education, and spirituality and philosophy. So Jupiter loves being here. It's at home here. Things may have slowed down in the last couple of months with Jupiter being in retrograde, but now this area of life is moving forward. So travel could be in the works for you, especially if you've been planning to go on an adventure in some places, and also like high learning or learning something very significant or profound, even like learning about spirituality or astrology may come up for you because it's at home in the 9th house. So this area of life is now moving forward, and it's going to bring you expansion. February the 7th, we have a rare alignment, and that's the North Node in Pisces conjunct its ruler, Neptune. Now, there's the light and the shadow with this, because it can be such a beautiful celestial energy that brings forth so much divinity and so much art and beauty and creativity. But then at the same time, there can be some mystery to it, or things may be unclear. There may be a lack of clarity, which can bring forth confusion that can lead to deceit. So there's that as well, and that could be a possibility of manifesting collectively. For you, this energy is going to occur in your 6th house of work, health and wellness, and also your daily tasks and routine and how you are of service to others. So you can probably feel very compassionate during this time and very spiritually motivated and empathically motivated to be of service to others by doing something spiritual or profound. This could also be a time where you take an interest in like alternative holistic health, and you're really like learning about different things that are really good for the mind, body, soul, and spirit. Or perhaps work takes a very creative or spiritual direction. There could be many possibilities, and this area of life is going to be very significant for you this month and in the next coming year and a half, because you got Saturn here, you got Neptune here, we're going to have a new moon here, But also we got the North nodes in your 6th house until July of 2026. So there's going to be a lot of developments in this area of life. And also Mercury will be entering your 6th house on February the 14th. And the Sun will enter your 6th house on February the 18th. So there's going to be a lot of energy here, a lot of learning, a lot of exploring, a lot of communication regarding Piscean and 6th house themes as well. So when it comes to like learning and communicating regarding work or health and wellness, or even like working on how you could be of service to others in some sort of way, that may be very emphasized for you this month. Let's move on to the full moon that's going to occur in Leo on February the 12th at 24 degrees. So this full moon in Leo is going to be occurring in your 11th house, and both your 5th and 11th house will be impacted because the Sun will be in Aquarius in your 5th house and the moon will be in your 11th house. So friendships, groups, social circles, hopes and visions for the future, when it comes to your creativity, self-expression, and even like romance and dating, that may all take a turn, or there may be some sort of change or shift or development that occurs. This could be a time where there is some type of unpredictable change because a planet of change, Uranus, will be triggering this full moon. So look at where 24 degrees of Leo and Aquarius is in your chart. Do you have anything close by? Do you have any planets or placements close to these degrees? Because if you do, then you will be impacted the most by this full moon in Leo. Full moons are a culmination point, so the energy is so intense and it's ready to be released, it's ready to manifest, it's ready to change form. So something can come to an end, whether it's like a friendship or, you know, maybe somebody you were dating, and that could bring up like Venusian stuff as well. Or maybe there's like a change in how you feel about the future and your plans for the future, or even when it comes to your self-expression, your creativity as well. So keep your eyes on that. Let's move on to February the 23rd, because Mars goes direct in Cancer at 17 degrees. Now, this has been impacting your 10th house of career, goals, and ambitions. It's been retrograde since late 2024, and now it will be moving forward, which means any type of slowing down or going over this area of life, or re-strategizing, restructuring, whatever lessons you've learned, whatever you have figured out, it's time to apply them, integrate them, and move forward. And as Mars is now direct, this area of life is going to start to pick up the pace and move forward as well. So that is a good thing, you know, when it comes to career goals and ambitions, we're moving forward. Last but not least, at the end of the month, February the 27th, we have a new moon in Pisces at 9 degrees. This is again emphasizing and activating your 6th house, okay? So work, health and wellness, mind, body, soul, and spirit, your daily routine and tasks, and how you are of service to others. There could be some new beginning, new cycle, new chapter that occurs in this area of life and the themes of this area of life. And because it's a Pisces new moon, so the Sun, the Moon, Mercury, Saturn, Neptune, North Node, they're all in this area of life. So much light in this area of life, so much magic and psychic energy in this area of life, so much inspiration and creativity as well. Like there can definitely be some sort of beautiful manifestation that occurs. Like that's the positive aspect of this new moon. So Libra, we're getting ready for March, because March is the big one. We're gonna have a solar eclipse in your opposite sign in March. We got retrogrades in your opposite sign, so there's gonna be a lot of activity and energy, a lot going on in March. So take it easy in February because it's a preparation.
If you enjoyed this video and you want to see your monthly horoscope for March, because March is a major month. There's an eclipse, there's a Venus retrograde, it's the beginning of the astrological new year. There's so many changes occurring. So if you want to see your monthly forecast for March, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up or leaving me a comment. And if you want to go deeper and learn more about your chart and what's in store for you in the next coming year, let me know by checking out my booking website, and I'll see you very soon. Lots of love.